I'm selling my house and I'm moving to Thailand. It is fun, but they're not really good at. I never expected to make a living off of YouTube.
Showtime!
What's up, bro? It's your boss, Internationalzoe. Sunday sermon. It's been a while since I've done a Sunday sermon. I started it maybe like 5 years ago. Pretty much the same way. I used to be in my car, live on my phone, and I used to do them on Instagram. Yeah, so I started like 5 years ago or so. And just coming up with concepts or things to say, coming up off the cuff with something that give you some food for thought. The Sunday sermons have always been about, my opinion, my perspective, but food for thought, something that people could walk away with. Some people could learn something, some people could agree with it, disagree with it, whatever. But that's always what Sunday sermon has been about. Sharing information, ideas, and wisdom mostly. So there's a term, an idiom, a phrase called don't quit your day job. And I don't know when, I didn't look it up to see when who came up with the phrase or term, but it's American culture, and it's usually said as a joke, but not so much as a joke, right? It's said when someone is doing something but they're not really good at. And so people say, hey, don't quit your day job. And it's spread into people's side hustles and things like that. Like, don't quit your day job. Meaning like, don't cut off your main source of income, things that could keep you afloat, pay your bills, pay your rent, put food on the table for something that may be a hobby, something that may be, in the last 20 years, your passion, And it's true, I see the same thing happening to YouTube, and I'm going to talk about the section or sector that I'm in and the audience is in, travel, the travel sector of YouTube. YouTube started for me as a hobby or as a place to share. I never expected to make a living off of YouTube. Sure, it'd be nice to make some money, but I built a business. I built several businesses, but I built one that was pretty much sustainable for a good portion of my life. June 15th, Levels Barbershop, that brand, that chain store, will be 30 years in business. And I've done some other businesses, been in some other fields that have also put money in my pocket over the course of, these years of being in business. But I would say I've been traveling doing YouTube since 2018. There was times I made more money than now I'm making less money than I used to make. And any money is good. It helps, cover some of the cost, a little bit of the cost. Would I love it to cover everything? Yes. Cover everything and make money, the living? Yeah, that would be great. But it would also be extra income. I set myself up in my business to have retirement. I have a stock portfolio, I have a real estate portfolio, and then I have my brick and mortar businesses, and I have, YouTube that brings in a little bit of money. But at no point could I sustain myself off of YouTube. And at no point would I push everything else to the side for YouTube, especially not at the time and age of my life, right? Now, when you're young, you can try all types of things. You have time to bounce back and find a new career or find a new hustle. You have all of this. I would agree that we are in the day and ages of media and electronic, money. Whereas making money online is the future, I believe, and doing all things technical. As far I know a lot of people get inspired. They watch their favorite YouTuber. Their favorite YouTuber inspires them. I'm just putting the screen back on so I can see myself. And they want to do YouTube now too. They've watched people travel around the world and use their camera to share information, and it really inspires them. And I would love to do that. Just like there's people who love to play basketball and wish they could be in the NBA and make a living off it. There's people who rap who would love to be a famous or a rapper, or just to be able to make a living off of something that you deem fun to do. Mind you, is the learning curve is very slim. Talent it comes in play when it comes to being a musician, and certain things come into play but if you want to be anything serious, time and energy, the what they call it, the bar of entry is very low for YouTube. It's not like you got to go to school for 8 years, or you got to go to school for 4 years, or you got to do 2 years worth of training, or get your 10,000 hours. The bar of entry for YouTube is for idiots. Okay, now, something with such a low bar of entry, if you could make a living doing that, wow, who would not want to be able to travel around the world, philandering, gallivanting, or whatever you want to call it, holding up your phone or camera, talking, giving your opinion and sharing your experiences, and making enough money where you could live. I mean, some have done it, and I'm just talking about my space. I saw the people like idiom, got a beautiful home now in Kenya, did his YouTube, made his money, and once he did that and stuck with that, I don't believe he's had another career besides YouTube. Ace, he got fired, or he was getting demoted from his job, and he decided he was going to do YouTube full time. Wonderful, makes a living off of doing YouTube. Check, makes a living off of doing YouTube, and there are others, but I'm talking about in the travel space. Most of the people here are either they have some form of business or retirement or investment, or all of the above, that takes care of their day-to-day life, and they do YouTube because they want to, because it's fun, because they want to share, for whatever reason it is, but they're not looking at YouTube to take care of them for the remainders of their life. I see people wanting to do this, and because it's glamorous, because it's easy, because it's fun, but they're chucking their life away to do YouTube. And you shouldn't quit your day job to do YouTube. And I'm just not saying that, and it doesn't have to be just YouTube. In most cases, in most scenarios, people say your side hustle could be your passion project, right? You want to build that up. You want to make so much money or enough money in your side hustle or your passion project that it matches or supersedes your income from your day-to-day job. Then you think of stepping away from your day-to-day job and doing your passion or doing the thing that you desire the most. You make your side hustle become so profitable that it becomes your main business. Then you step away from your job. Okay? Not I'm quitting and I'm just doing YouTube because you see everybody else doing it. It looks glamorous. It looks like fun. It is fun. But you see a lot of people that cannot sustain it because in most instances, you're not going to make enough money to sustain yourself. even if you have a 5 or 10 year good run on YouTube, let's say you're making $5,000 a month on YouTube for 10 years, that is not guaranteed. And if you need all that money to survive during that 10 years, where's your savings? Where's your investment? Where's your retirement fund? Where's your real estate, your place? Like people, I'm selling my house or I'm moving to Thailand. You hear that a lot. You see that a lot. Me, I wouldn't sell my house and move somewhere else. I would use my house to make money with it. There's no need. When you sell your house, you're going to pay taxes on your profit, property gains. And then you have a chunk of money. And once that money is gone, how are you going to make more money? You sold your house, you know what I'm saying? And even those people who are living off their pension, that's a certain amount of money. There's times in your life where you're going to need more money than that. It just might not be enough. Things might change. Inflation might change. You might expand your family, so even a fixed pension may not be enough. Don't be bedazzled by brothers like myself and all the other ones on the screen, looking like we living a great life, traveling around the world, having fun, seeing things, everything that comes with it, nightlife and party and sights, historical sites and foods and sounds and visuals and languages, and say, hey, I want to do that, and you're going to give up everything to do that and not have no cushion, not have no fallback, lose your job, which we've seen. Some people have been humble enough to go back and work and make some more money and then go back to YouTube because they want to do it. But let's be honest, and 90%, I don't have but I'm just saying, most people are not going to be able to sustain and take care of themselves off of YouTube or off of a lot of their side hustles, So don't be all gazed at what people are doing and being a monkey see, monkey do copycat. I want to do it too. It's great. It looks like so much fun, and mess up the thing that's helped sustaining you. People have to go home and don't have a home. They got to go home and stay with friends or go home and stay with family because, the YouTube thing didn't work out and now you don't have a job. It's like this. You could do YouTube on your vacations. You don't have to be in another country all the time. You could go someplace, say you get 3 or 4 times of the year you can travel. You can go 3 or 4 places, maybe 5. You could make 5 videos at each location. Now you got 25 videos or 50 videos, and you spread them out. Maybe you do a video a month, a long video of your whole vacation, or 2 per month, 1 video. You could still be a YouTuber, still have your day job, and still do the things you need to do. People got families, they got children, and don't forget about your day-to-day responsibilities as an adult to chase a dream of YouTube, because the dreams are deferred. A dream deferred, as they say. So that's all I want to say. Don't quit your day job. I'm going to get back to my Sunday sermons. Internationalzoe. Y'all know how we do it. Love is love. Life is life. Loyalty is priceless. Peace.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?